Hello, everybody, and welcome to the last bonus, which is pressing play on your business. Yeah, I'm so excited. You've learned everything from literally the start right through to pressing play on your business. So we've gone through how to find your soul gifts, how to find your ideal soul customer, embrace imperfection. I'm going to say overcome perfectionism, but it can always be there. Embrace imperfection. We've learned how to build your own website, set up your own email, set up your bank account, set up your money portal to allow money to come in. Um, all of, all of your social stuff, how to set up your socials, how to create a content calendar for a month, for a week, what how to make your brand look amazing. Everything in between, like all the email sequences, your launch strategy, your free resource, your low ticket offer, how you can build a sales portal to really nurture and educate and then sell to your ideal soul customers. So now that we're here, the biggest thing that I found with not only myself, but with my clients as well, is that you can know all the things. So you can learn this whole thing, you can write it all down, you know it. But actually putting it into action is the hardest part. It's taking that first step. You can see my fingers. Taking that first step is literally the hardest thing to do. And the reason for that is because we have fear of failure, fear of not being perfect, imposter syndrome, perfectionism, procrastination. The list goes on and on and on. Fear. So, and as you keep taking steps, they don't go away because they actually build off each other. So if you don't recognize it and deal with it there, this is where you get roadblocks and you get stuck and you may quit. And I don't want that for you. So this lesson in particular, this bonus section, I wanted to put in here because I want you to take the steps and do your online business, bring out your medicine and magic, bring out your dreams, and serve who you need to serve and what your purpose is here on earth. So I'm just going to share the screen. So knowledge is power, right? When you've done this course, you're like, yes, I've got all the information. I know about my ideal customer. I know my mission. I know my values. I know what I want to put out to the world. I know my soul aligned customer. I know how to do my free resource. I know how to do my low ticket offer. I know how to do a sales portal. I know how to set up all my money um, portals to call in my soul aligned clients and bring in money. I know all of that. It's all there. I've written it all down. I've got it all there. I've set it all up. But taking the actual action to put it out into the world is the hardest part, like I said. And so knowledge is power, but enthusiasm pulls the switch. And that's by a quote by William Feather. So, meaning that you have to come forth with the energetics and the belief, even if you don't fully believe in yourself straight away, you don't actually have to. That is an actual myth. As you go along, the belief and the confidence builds. You have to start before that builds, and it will build underneath you and keep propping you up as you go. I guarantee you. But if you don't do it, you don't step forward into your energetics and into what you want to do and go with your gut of what you think is right. If you don't step past your comfort zone, it's not going to happen. And I want you to bring out your medicine and magic in the world. We need more people like you. So, what stops enthusiasm from pulling the switch? So, why is there so many people that know a lot of things, but they don't actually pull the switch? Fear, false evaluations appearing real. So, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, fear of being wrong, fear of rejection, fear of disconnection. So many things pop up along the way, and you might not think you have some of these, but as you go along and something happens within your business, you go, oh my God, I've got a fear of disconnection. I didn't know I even had that. So, for example, when you go to post on social media, you have to start being your authentic self. You have to start pushing past the comfort zone into the unknown. And when you do that, you can feel like you could be wrong. So you start to go, oh, I have a fear of being wrong here. I don't want to look wrong, or I don't want to be polarizing. You could have a fear of rejection, like your family and friends might be like, that's not you. What's going on? Like, or whatever it might be. You might feel like you're going to get judged. So you might put up a video and you feel like people are going to say something about it. You might feel like you're going to put up a launch strategy and it might not get anyone, and you might fear a failure. But the only failure is not actually starting. You might have a fear of disconnection, like if you do make money and you do go really good, then maybe you're going to be disconnected from the rest of your friends that aren't. There's so many things that you don't know until you start to build and grow. So we have the knowledge and it's in the nice, comfy comfort zone. And then you can walk across here into the unknown where the magic happens, but there's a massive brick wall here. And that's a fear of everything. And that's self-sabotage, perfectionism, even being seen is massive. And the brick wall is there, stopping us from taking that step out of the comfort zone and into the unknown. But the unknown is always where the magic happens. Nothing that you know right now, it all comes from the comfort zone. So there's nothing new. You know it. And that's why you want to stay there, even if it's bad, which is so strange for us as humans. Like even if it's bad, because we know it, then we'll stay there. But if we have to step out, we don't know that. So it's too scary. So you have to take inspired action, even if it's scary. Have the fear, talking and go, that's okay. I'm still scared. I'm still going forward. I wanted to talk to you about The Upper Limit, The Bigger Leap by Gay Hendricks. It's a great book and it's all about the comfort zone. And Gay Hendricks talks about when we get real close to the edge of the comfort zone. So we're just about to take that step out to the unknown. And that's when we kick into ego mode. And we have the fear and the self-sabotage. And we're like, nah, I'm not doing it. And we step back. And Gay talks about this a lot, like that when you know the fear is coming up, if it's coming right up, and you'll know that you're right there. You're about to break into a new paradigm. Because Gay talks about more shining equals more burden, more shining equals outshining others, and we start to get afraid of doing that. We don't want to do that, so we're like, no, 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 I don't want to do that, even though we haven't done it yet, and we don't actually know any of that, but we think that, so we step back into the comfort zone. So if you haven't read that book, grab that book. But fear is actually one of our biggest guides. You might have heard that before, but I really enjoyed when I heard that because I'm like, it is so true. So using fear as a huge signpost, and it's a way to your higher self. And the reason being is that if you start to fear something in particular, start questioning it. Why do I fear it? What is it showing me? What is it trying to teach me? What is it trying to keep me safe from? So it's actually just trying to warn you, because back in the day when we used our intuition to keep us safe from predators, like in the caveman days, we still have that instinct, but we now use it in a different way. And so we don't need to be saved from a bear or whatever, but it's still trying to keep us safe. And being safe means in our comfort zone. So whenever you feel the fear of something, question it. Why? What's it doing? What's it keeping me safe from? If it's trying to keep me safe from that, what would that do if I actually stepped past it and did it anyway? And still had the fear, but I did it anyway. And I really love this quote by Brené Brown. Fear is a natural reaction to moving closer to the truth. How cool is that? So it's a natural reaction that you're getting this fear because you're moving closer to the truth, your authentic self, your purpose, your authenticity, the truth. I love that. The only way to work through it is courage. So courage means to feel the fear and do it anyway. So you have to have courage codes to go forward and do this. And this is why I'm doing this whole segment is because you can know everything, but you have to have the courage. You have to have the courage to step outside your comfort zone. Otherwise, you won't do it. So becoming self-aware. So it enables you to recognize when fear is holding you back and then empowers you to make a conscious choice to move forward despite it. So being really aware, I'm feeling fear right now. Why? What's it trying to show me? Why is it holding me back? Why is it trying to keep me safe? Shining a light on something helps tremendously. And then when you feel the fear, you make a conscious choice and empower yourself to move forward despite it. Now we're going to form a fear release circle. So this is a form of courage and self-awareness. So share your fears out loud. So just say them like, I have a fear of rejection. I have a fear of not being perfect. I have a fear of failure. I have a fear of not being good enough. I have a fear that I'll be disconnected. I have a fear that if I fail, everyone will laugh at me. I have a fear that if I make a lot of money, I'll be disconnected from my family and friends. I have a fear of looking stupid. Whatever it is, just say it out loud now. Get it all out. Away. Say it and break those chains and let it go out. Out. It's gone. So now we're just going to do a nice light meditation just to finish off the whole course and release all of our limitations and really go forth in the world and bring out your medicine and magic. This is called the Garden of Transformation, and I'd love for you to find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed and close your eyes and take several deep breaths in to center yourself. Now visualize yourself standing at the entrance of a beautiful garden. And notice the vibrant colors, center flowers, and the gentle breeze. Begin walking along a winding path that leads deeper into the garden. Along the way, you come across mirrors of various shapes and various sizes. And as you continue along the path, you suddenly come across a mirror and you come face to face with it. And as you look in the reflection, it's reflecting your deepest fear. Just take a moment to observe it without judgment. As you take a deep breath in, observe what it looks like, what it feels like, what it looks like. And with a deep breath, reach out and touch the mirror. As your hand makes contact, the mirror begins to ripple like water. And watch as the reflection of your fear ripples, starts transforming into a symbol. What symbol is it transforming into? Symbol of strength, symbol of resilience. The transform symbol, what does it look like? What does it feel like? As it appears before you, it's glowing with radiant energy. What symbol is it? Could be an animal guide, Could be an elemental force. Could be a talisman. Could be an abstract representation. Could be a number. Could be a color. What is it? Reach out and take a hold of it. What does it feel like? What is its texture? How big is it? As you hold on to it in your hands, feel its power. Feel its power coursing through your veins. Hold on to this symbol with you as you continue along this path. Notice how the presence empowers you. Notice how it helps you to move forward with clarity and purpose. And when you're ready, find a quiet spot in the garden. Sit and reflect. Sit down and close your eyes and visualize releasing the symbol into the air and watch it dissolve into a shower of sparkling light. You can see all the sparks dissolve into the distance and into the air. Just take a moment to bask in the sense of freedom and the renewal that washes over you. Know that you're capable of overcoming any fear that arises. Before leaving the garden, express gratitude for the experience and the wisdom gained. Take a final breath in. Thank you. Another deep breath in. Thank you. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your support. When you're ready, slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Gently open your eyes and carry the newfound sense of empowerment with you through your day, your week, and into your business. How do you feel now? How does that make you feel? Releasing, changing, symbolizing the fear into strength and resilience, and then out into the world. How does that feel? Does it feel lighter? Do you feel like you can achieve? Do you feel like you can do this? Feel like you have the courage now? And what was the shape? What was the symbol? What was the thing what color was it? What did it make you feel like? And maybe you could get something like that and have it around the house as a reminder, or have it in your car or in your wallet, whatever it is, as a reminder. That would be amazing. That would be a really good thing to have, and just so that you've always got a reminder of the resilience and the strength that you've got. So thank you for being here on this wonderful journey. I've loved every second of it, and I can't wait to hear what business you do, what your soul gifts are, what your results are, and everything about you. So please let me know how you go. And I'm always here for one-on-one coaching, and follow me on YouTube, on my podcast, on Instagram, the Sarzy Experience. I'd love to have you along. I've also got the 100 Days of Play on Facebook. Come and join along. And if you haven't done my 5-day free challenge, do that as well. I'd love to just have you part of my community. So for now, thank you and goodbye. Mwah. For your